What is up, heroes? This is Midnight Zero, and welcome back to Let's Play Corpse Party. In the last episode, a lot happened. We had quite the showdown with Naho, and we got to go into this room, which of course was the infirmary where we met Sachiko's mom, Yoshie Shinozaki. And in this episode, we're gonna start off by looking at this diary. Hopefully, we find something important. Let's just dive right into it. Huh? There's a music change. Oh, I don't know how I feel about this. I like it, but it's kind of an abrupt transition, but I wonder if it's going to pick up at all or anything like that. Either way. Okay, July 19th, 1953. I spoke at great length with the children again today. The children? Is she a teacher? They're so full of life and growing up so fast. Yeah, it seems like she's a teacher. The younger students are quiet and respectful too. It's clear their parents love and care for them very much and have taught them very well. This music, why this just got so like dreadful and like intense and dramatic all of a sudden. I don't know why. But I won't be left behind. I intend to raise Sachiko with just as much love and devotion as any of them. Today is her 7th birthday. We're meeting after school and going out for dinner. I hope she likes the stuffed cat I got her. I feel like normally this would be fine. Like these are totally normal things to say like as a mother, but because we've seen what Yoshie looks like, because of her voice and how she's speaking, and because of this music in the background, it's so much creepier. Had to sort out some documents in the reference room before meeting up with Sachi. While I was working, the principal dropped by. Oh no. After he and I talked for a bit, he suddenly came up to me from behind. He grabbed me and forced me down, then began unbuttoning my blouse. Oh no, I hate hearing about this. He'd always been so kind, lending a sympathetic ear to my problems, but today he didn't even seem like the same man. His eyes were cold and empty. I was in such shock, I'm not even sure exactly what happened to me after that. Oh, that's awful. I slipped away somehow, but he was right behind me. I only made it as far as the landing on the stairs. Just as I turned the corner, I felt him push me. No. Did he kill her? The floor came at me fast, and suddenly, I found myself unable to move. I was slumped across the ground unceremoniously, and I was dead. Oh man. This is awful. Buckets of blood spilled out from my head. I'm sure it was hell to clean up later. I also lost control of my bowels. Embarrassing, to say the least. That is something that happens when you die, but... Oh, this is awful. This is awful. She was like a caring mother. And then she was going to be raped. So she runs away and then is killed by the guy. Huh? I was slipping away. but I was pulled back by the sound of a very dear voice. Sachiko saw everything. I guess she'd come to find me.
先生が幸子に近づいていく。何をする気なのだろうか。やめてくださいと叫んだが、私は死んでいて声が出なかった。
The principal closed in on her. What was he planning to do? I yelled with every ounce of my strength for him to stop, but I was dead. I had no strength.
幸子は小さい体で逃げたが、先生はすぐに追いついた。そして私の目の前で
Oh
首
no.
を絞めて殺しやがった。
Sachiko tried to run, but she had the stride of a 7-year-old. He caught her easily, and then, before my very eyes, he strangled the life out of her. This is awful.
なんとひどい人だ。
What a cruel man. And what's so interesting is, like, Sachiko has always been played up as, like, the murderer, right? The evil one, the twisted one. And the principal has always been shown as kind of like the victim, like everything's going wrong with the school, eventually commits suicide and that sort of thing. But now the truth comes out.
先生は私の服の乱れを直し、幸子の体を地下室に運んで埋めてしまった。私のことはただの事故にして、幸子は遺体を隠して行方不明にしてしまうつもりなのだ。
He rebuttoned my shirt, then took Sachiko to the basement and buried her. He'll probably say my death was an accident and report her as missing.
自分は悪くないことにするのだ。許せない。
I'm not a bad person. I don't deserve this. There is no redemption for what he's done. July 20th, the next day.
案の定だった。校長先生は私の死んだ理由を不注意の事故死と押し通して、幸子のことは何も言わなかった。
It's just as I suspected. According to the official report, I slipped and fell, and nothing's been said to anyone about Sachiko yet.
優しかった他の先生や子供たちが泣いてくれている。
The other teachers and students are all mourning me. They're so kind.
私もとても悲しくなった。
I'm in mourning too. Oh man, this is so awful. July 21st.
教室の私の机に知らない人が座っている。私の代わりの保健医だろうか。
Oh, so she was the school nurse.
きっと人気がないんだ。
Oh. There's a stranger sitting in my chair. The new nurse, no doubt. But no one's come to see her. She mustn't be very popular. I hate her. July 26th, so almost a week later.
失っているのがわかる。私がどんどん消えていく。私でない黒い意識が私の中に入ってきている。
Little by little,
嫌だ。
I'm losing my mind. Bit by bit, I'm fading away. A dark will, not my own, has begun infiltrating my being. Make it stop. Oh, this is so awful. This is so awful to hear someone who is just like fine, normal, good person, to be wronged so horribly. And then to eventually kind of become that wrong, not even of their own volition.
俺は幸子の母親か。
So, she was Sachiko's mom? It's so awful.
そうだな。気の毒だ。
Yeah, it is. I really feel for her.
なんかおかしいよ、日付が。幸子が生きていたのって。
Wait, though, isn't anyone else bothered by the dates on these diary entries? Sachiko shouldn't even be there. Unless she died in... Yeah, these are a good, 5 or 6 decades early.
1973年の児童殺害事件の時でしょ。
The kidnappings and murders didn't take place until 1973, remember? Huh? Oh! The kidnappings and murders didn't take place until 1973. But this is 1953 in the journal. What is going on?
そうだな。この日記だとさらに20年前の話になっている。
Oh, you're right. These are all dated a full 20 years earlier.
どういうことだ。
But what does that mean? Yeah, what does that
教え
mean?
の死後日記は無念の死を遂げた女医の悲痛な思いを書き連ねたものだった。
We kept reading. This post-mortem diary continued to chronicle school nurse Yoshie Shinozaki's laments and regrets, and detailed her agony.
自爆霊となった彼女に続けて日記を書く出来事もなくなってくるのだろう。そこからはただ
Bound to the sight of her demise, Yoshie eventually exhausted all possible topics, filling the remaining pages with short passages like,
寂しい寂しい
I'm so alone, so very alone.
幸子に会いたい子供たちに会いたい
I want to see Sachiko again. I want to see the children again.
許せない
Wow. I will never forgive him for what he did.
殺してやる
I'll kill them all.
と言った感情の殴り書きが並んでいるだけだった。
Among other similarly mournful or angry sentiments.
なんだこのページから開かない。
What the? I can't open it past this page. I wonder why. After a certain point, the diary's pages became so blood-soaked that they were all sticking together in a coagulated mess of gloppy paper. Skipping past the bloodied section yielded the very last few entries in the book, all of which were dated around 20 years later. July 12th, 1973.
さっちゃんは私の自慢。
Sachi is my pride and joy.
私のために何でもしてくれる。
She'd do anything for me.
寂しい私のためにいっぱい人を殺してくれる。
She'd even kill lots of people to keep me company. Okay. So, climax reasoning, putting it all together. I think this means that somehow Sachiko, in this sort of post-mortem world, is aware of her mother's loneliness. And is doing this Sachiko ever after charm sort of deal to try to bring people to Heavenly Host where her mother is to kind of keep her company, even though it means that whoever ends up there is going to die. Why the date is 20 years later? What happened after death? How did Sachiko end up getting back in the real world to be killed again? Right? That's kind of the question here. I don't know exactly.
子供をいっぱい送ってくれる。
She sends me so many children.
みんな大好き。
I love them all. July
見
15th.
させなければならない。
I have to make her stop.
私がこんなことで喜ばない。
This won't make me happy.
幸子、やめなさい。
Sachiko, please stop. July 16th.
あいつの一族は許さない。
His family is just as guilty as he is.
末代までたたってやる。
I'm going to curse the entire line, forever.
あいつらの脳に直接観念を焼き付けてやる。
I'll burn some sense right into their brains.
なんということだろう。
How did this happen?
20年も前に私と一緒に死んだ幸子は今生身の体で存在している。
Sachiko, who died alongside me 20 years ago, has a flesh and blood body once more.
子供たちを殺めて魂を私の元へ送るなんて。そんなことで私は喜ばない。幸子、ここへ来て。
She kills children and sends their souls to me. But I don't want that. That won't make me happy. Sachiko, please come see me.
私と話をして。
Talk with me. Huh? How does that...
幸子は6人も殺めてしまった。
Sachiko killed 6 more.
しかも神隠しと呼ばれるほど完全に足跡も消している。
And when they die, it's like every trace of their existence is removed from history. It's spiriting away. In the truest sense of the term.
あ
Huh.
の子に一人で子供をさらってきて殺害するなんてことはできない。
But she's not capable of abducting and killing children on her own.
あの男を使って誘拐させているようだ。
She makes that man do the kidnapping for her.
幸子、やめて。
Sachiko, please stop. A few days
私
later,
のためにと思っていたさっちゃんはもう見ない。
Sachi is no longer killing for my sake.
殺したいから殺してる。いつ
No.
の間にかそうなった。
Now she's just killing because she likes it. I don't know when this change happened, but it did.
生きている人って腹が立つのよね。私たちは殺されたの。
Living beings are such fickle, easily angered creatures. They killed us, after all.
人を殺すやつって許せない。
Huh. I can't forgive anyone who kills another human being.
絶対殺してやる。だから殺すんだ。許さない。
I'll kill them all. I'll kill them for what they've done. I'll show them no mercy. July 24th.
もっと殺せ。
Kill more. So now this sort of same change is happening within her
も
herself.
っと殺せ。
Kill more. August 15th.
もっと連れてこい。
Bring me more. September 18th.
さっちゃんのおかげでもう寂しくない。
Thanks to Sachi, I'm no longer alone. Yeah, now she's become kind of twisted too.
今日また3人の可愛い子供を送ってくれた。
She sent me 3 more adorable little children today. Man, this can't be good. Maybe this is why Japan has a population problem.
さっちゃんは私の自慢。
Sachi is my pride and joy.
私のことはもうわからなくなっているけれど、
I don't think she even recognizes me anymore.
この子を私は愛してる。
But I still love her with all my heart. Wow.
学校が廃校になった。
The school has been closed down.
校長が飛び降りた。ざまあみろ。
And the principal jumped off the roof. Serves him right. So Sachiko was... It wasn't just that they were disappearing, they were getting kidnapped, they were getting trapped to heavenly house. Like, Sachiko was straight up killing all of them.
皆さんでお歌を歌いましょう。楽しい歌がいいですね。
I think I'll sing with the children. Something fun and happy.
ざまあみろ。汚い死に方だ。
What a pitiful way to die. Serves him right. November 23rd.
さっちゃんが学校の中を歩いている。
Sachi's been wandering the halls.
誰もいなくなった学校の中を
These empty halls.
面白がって入ってくるやつを殺すんだ。
She kills anyone who enters. People who have heard rumors or just curious.
あの子も私ともう一緒。喉が渇いて
She and I are both so desperately thirsty.
仕方がないんだね。
There's nothing we can do about it. After this, the writing becomes too jumbled to read.
なんてこと。
Holy cow. Man, that was a lot of reading too.
幸子は母親を寂しがらせないために子供を殺して霊界に送っていたのか。
So Sachiko's been killing children and sending their souls to her mother so she won't get lonely. And then somewhere along the line, they kind of flipped.
そのうちに心が壊れてあんな状態に。
And I guess eventually it just drove her mad.
この母親の霊もきっと本心では幸子の暴走を止めてほしいと願っているはずだよ。
It seems like deep down, even her mom wants her to stop. Mm-hmm.
そうだな。どうすればいいのかわからないけど、幸子の心を解くためには。
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly what we should do next, but if we're going to get through to Sachiko,
この学校の校長も鍵を握っていそうだな。
then it looks like the school principal is the
別館
key.
に確か校長室があったはずだ。
If I recall, the principal's office is in the other building. Okay, so that's our hint to go to the principal's office. Oh, do you remember that part where we were like, where do we need to go? We didn't know where we needed to go because we didn't have this sort of a direction, right? We didn't know that we had to go to the principal's office because we didn't have this diary, this whole experience to tell us to go there. But now the game is making a lot more sense. It should be relatively obvious then, when you're on a wrong end, that pretty much, if you don't know where you're going, if things seem relatively disconnected, if you don't feel well guided, it's probably because you're on a wrong end. There's a stuffed doll in the shape of a black cat lying in the middle of the floor. Pick it up. Oh, that doesn't look like it's doing so hot. You know what? The way the, like, eye is missing, it kind of reminds me of, what's it called? Nyaboron? the Yokai Watch, like, mascot thingy. But we got the Black Cat plushie. This is the one that she must have been getting for Sachiko, if I recall correctly. Okay. Now, I think we head on over to the other building, and we go to the principal's room, and that might be repetitive. That might be something we've already seen before, if I recall correctly. And, oh, did we run into the principal falling? It makes a lot more sense now. It makes a lot more sense now. Yeah, we've already seen this. Yeah, pretty creepy. Pretty scary nonetheless. But we gotta get that key, don't we? That principal's key. Wait, what's that? It's the principal's key. Ugh. Alright, we already know this is going to turn out fine, luckily. Although I wasn't so sure at first. I guess things could always be differently. They could turn out differently because we are, like, seemingly on a different track now. So. But, okay. Now we can continue forward. Man, I'm hungry right now. It's getting to me. It's a little distracting in my opinion. A little tired, but definitely very hungry. Okay. Now we get this more chill music as opposed to like the other building where it's just like super hype all the time. Head on up to the principal's key, and we know about that secret exit too, which kind of stumped us a couple episodes ago. Keep on going up, as SpongeBob would say. Escalators. Can we enter the room now? Yes, we can. And yeah, this is the first time we head to this room. I wonder if it's going to be any different after having all the other experiences we've already had that are different. What is going on in this room? I didn't mean for it to happen. It was just a temporary lapse in judgment. She's the one at fault. Huh? I've never heard of victim blaming more so than this. She clearly overreacted to the situation. How about no? How about that's not true? I'm cold. All the papers on the wall. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is the same. Can we take this? Oh no, we gotta go all the way around. Yeah, no, I totally disagree. Totally disagree. Victim blaming is so annoying in today's culture. It's like, this is relevant, or this might be a little bit late to be chatting about it, but the United Airlines thing, like, that whole thing happened, and then the hometown, like the local area from which that doctor who was forcibly taken off, they wrote an article exposing some sort of like difficulty with like crime in the past, or like some sort of difficulties he had legally in the past. And it's like the dude was just like forcibly like, manhandled and dragged off a plane unjustly. And so what do? You like reveal all of his like darkest secrets that he probably doesn't want anyone to know about him. Like, why does that make sense, right? Yuka, miru. Okay, human tongue. Okay, yeah. So this is how we get Sachiko's tongue, right? Yeah, we've seen this before. There's nothing too crazy, nothing too out of the ordinary. Just, random girl's tongue. Sachiko's tongue. Oh yeah, we figured out. Is this the flashback? Yes, it is. Okay, and then we're gonna speed through this. Basically, he buries her, but then she haunts him. So he unburies her and then cuts out her tongue so that she can't say anything to him. Which is very symbolic. Very symbolic. But yeah, I think this is the same sort of cutscene. So we're gonna We're gonna tap the X button really quickly. I wonder if I still don't understand how she like return in like the flesh and blood, you know? It just doesn't make sense to me just yet. But maybe, hopefully, Corpse Party will tie that up. And now he's switched back. Daijoubu. Yeah, it's kind of creepy with all these flashbacks. But now we do at least have a better understanding of everything that was going on, right? So Sachiko, the principal, Sachiko's mom, and basically how they're all related, why they're all haunting each other, why they're cursed, why they become twisted, why this place exists, like all that sort of thing. Alright, so now we've got Sachiko's tongue, and what are we going to do? We are going to check out this area here. Kakushitsuru ka? Shitsuroka? Yeah, we'll head down regardless. Alright, and of course, now we switch back to Ayumi, and I think we just head on down. Yeah, I think we just head on down, and once we do, we can head down to the incinerator. That's right, the incinerator, guys! The incinerator. Do you guys think we should go? Do you think we should just keep going regardless of what Sachiko warns? Oh, I totally forgot about that. I don't know if that's what caused the wrong ending or if it was just the inspecting the thing. Oh man, I don't know. Stop. Oh, that's right. There's definitely something at the end of this hallway. This is going to be the same again. There's something here. And then we're going to run into Yui Sensei and all that. And then there's the incinerator. I don't know if we're supposed to actually, like, what's going to lead to the right end. Are we supposed to not go back, or are we supposed to go back or push forward? What's going on? I don't know. Oh. Shoot. I didn't even... No! Either way, though, if I recall correctly, I don't think it matters what we choose. Because this is going to fall through either way, and even if you choose the other option, Ayumi accidentally tells him that anyways. Yeah. Yeah, it's not going to turn out so well. But now we get to see Yui Sensei, and we get this fun little experience. Oh man, yeah, this is not going to turn out so hot. All right, we'll kind of breeze on through this, and then see what we can find afterwards. Oh, Yui Sensei is such a great role model. Man, if only they, with all the time it takes them to talk, it's like, oh my goodness, you guys should just been moving right from the start. And now Ayumi Sensei, or Ayumi, Shinozaki, and Yoshiki should just quickly grab her and get her up. Inspiring words, inspiring last words. Oh, poor Yui Sensei. Poor Yui Sensei. So now we've made it out. Ika. So manly. And there's the creepy one and only Takumine, who heads into the incinerator. Oh man, heads into the incinerator. Oh, I don't like the idea of the incinerator, not one bit. Arms not quite long enough. Yeah, you're gonna have to go in there, guys. You're gonna have to go in there, but I don't like this idea at all. And I still don't even know, like, there isn't any, like, clear or correct option, you know? I don't know. I think we're gonna stick with what we did last time.
そういえば
I think we'll do that. I had reasoning before, and like, while the result was kind of scary, I do kind of want to stick with it.
だな
Alley-oop. Okay, so now we both head into the incinerator.
待ってろって
This should be the same old experience. Same old cutscene, same old text dialogue. Not too bad. We are getting, actually, we're making quite a bit of progress, though. You know, like, we're almost at the part where we'll end up underground, right? And then things should be different. Things should start to get different pretty quickly, and we should be able to move on to different paths and all that.
そうか
Konaide.
お願いだから来ないで。
Onegai dakara. We do not turn back in the face of danger. We will climb this wall. We will keep going.
この先何
来ないで。来るな。
Spooky.
だ
Spooky.
から来ないで。
Oh man. We know now that it's okay, right? That they just end up in this like pit of corpses. But this corpse party, but man, that's scary at first. And now we are in the abandoned bomb shelter.
お兄ちゃん。
Oh, that's right, and Yuka has to pee again. Yuka has to pee again. I hate that that's a plot progression device. Okay, so now we're underground and we got this creepy everything.
見て
あ
Oh my goodness, this
開かなかった
giggling.
あの
待って幸子
はあ
Yeah,
So stay.
where Sachiko's body is buried too. Yep,
どの部
but that's good to know.
かな
殺害犯いやその痕
This is the same old. Okay, are we back in control? Do we have to deal with the laughing anymore? No, it seems. Oh yeah, but there's this gate. That's right, with all the heads. I feel like it might be relevant that the one in the lower left is missing.
ひどい
You know?
誰かがそうしない
Okay, well before we do that, let's check out over here. Just to be safe. That's right, down here. We don't know exactly what's going on here, and it doesn't seem like anything's different happening here, so I guess what we'll do is just keep on progressing. Just keep on keeping on. Ah, that's right, these puzzles. So we got right, left, and then if it's the same, it'll be right. Okay, yeah. So I think they are the same. Okay, I think it'd be interesting if they randomly generated each time. That'd be pretty cool. Obviously, that would be a lot more work on the development's part. So it's not too surprising, I guess. But it's fine. Not the end of the world. Not gonna hold it against the developers of this game, anyways. They're already doing a pretty great job, in my opinion. So okay, dear Shiho. Oh, now we're gonna run into Taguchi.
何が起こるって言うんだ
I think now we run into Taguchi. And he's not going to be doing so hot. I think what would be different at this point, right? Like, what would be different because of everything else? And I don't think that we're going to run into anything different for a little bit. I think Taguchi's still going to react weirdly, still be insane, be crazy. I still think we're going to go in this room that's upcoming and run into Seiko's body and everything. All that sort of stuff. Whoa, what just happened? Yeah, no, I don't blame you for being so confused, Satoshi. Not at all. Alright, we'll hit this lever, because, oh, we have this, like, little mini puzzle. I remember this. It's like, okay, you could have just given us a path, but no, gotta make use of the mechanics, right? Gotta delay a little bit, gotta stall a little bit. Gotta make the game take a little bit longer. It's not the end of the world, though. And I think... yeah, I'm trying to think of, like, what would be different, right? So, like, where will the sequence change is kind of what I'm trying to figure out. I feel like it'll be... right before... you know, there's, like, the part where they're, like, they reunite. I feel like this time around, they know that they need to appease Sachiko. So, rather than just start doing the charm there, they'll say that okay, now they need to find Sachiko. And I think that's where things are going to change and be quite a bit different. So... that should be cool. But I don't think we're gonna run into anything too different from there on. So bear with me, guys. Bear with me as we kind of replay this part. I mean, granted, it will be kind of cool to see some of these things again to kind of refresh, at least for me too. But I think we are more or less close to caught up. And here I am anticipating like all of like the repeat parts, you know, to be earlier in the game. But then we got a whole bunch of fresh stuff right away, and now we're repeating things before we get to that part. But you know, I think we're almost there, so we should get to that new part, that fresh stuff, in the next episode. I don't really have too much of a cliffhanger really here. Nothing to, I don't know, whet your taste buds with. It's just kind of, oh, we're probably going to end up doing the same old sort of thing in this room. But that, like I said, will be in the next episode. I hope you guys are excited. I think we're getting really close to the end of the game, and I think we're on a better path now. So I think we're actually getting closer to the end of the game, not just getting closer to a wrong end, that is. But anyways, I'll see you guys next episode. But until then, this is Midnight Zero, and this mission is complete.